Hi, thank you for clicking on this video. If you are here, it is likely that you're meant to be here, so thank you for showing up. And it's also possible that you clicked on this title because it triggers you, and that's exactly why I'm here. So first I'll tell you a little bit about me and how I came to understand veganism. So I have a friend, best friend, soul sister, I love you so much, Jade, and she had been vegan for 3 years of our friendship, and we've been friends since we were little. So I didn't really question her about it, I wasn't super interested, and she never pushed anything on top of me unless someone asked. Then she would openly share her information, which was really cool because if she would have pushed me on it, then I probably would be way more resistant. So I always just keep my ears like half open to what things that she was saying, but it also kind of just go right out the other side. And I thought to myself, okay, like I'm gonna challenge myself this Lent season. If you're Catholic, then you know that we give something up for 40 days because Jesus did that in the desert. And yeah, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna challenge myself and go vegan, but I had no emotional connection to it. And so after the 40 days was up, my family always celebrates by getting themselves the thing that we gave up. So my mom called me and she was like, all right, honey, I'm at Jersey Mike's, what do you want? And I was like, okay, I want a turkey sandwich with the cheese, with the mayo, put it all on there. And something had just ever so slightly shifted in me by giving up animal products for Lent that I noticed when I took my first bite of the sandwich, because I was kind of just like, oh shit, this is like preserved bird flesh that's normalized.
Okay.
But I kind of just shoved it aside anyways, because I'm like, hey, girls gotta eat, right? So I thought. I was on Instagram that night and somehow, I don't even know how it got there, but it did. It was a video of cows in the dairy industry. And then I was like, you mean my cream I put in my coffee every morning? But I was hooked because it was a very disturbing image, and I do love animals, so I'm obviously like, okay, let me just dive into this really quickly. Basically, I was up until 3 a.m. in the morning watching these videos that would change the course of my life forever. We are conditioned heavily to be desensitized from this pain. And this goes for a lot of things, a lot of aspects of society. Like, we're desensitized to a lot of products and we don't even know that there's chemicals in the air, in the food, and where our food comes from, and the list goes on and on. So it's inevitable truly to like not be in the midst of that, but that is why we are here, is to be conscious of the things that we are actively participating in. And I'm always open to learning. I know that really I've only just begun, and that's okay, because we're meant to learn things and adapt to new things according to perfect time, that we are ready for it. So, veganism is not choosing to participate in the industry of exploiting animals and killing them for our benefit. And a lot of people would say to that, of course, is like, you know, we need meat to survive, but like, where do you get your nutrients from? And it's culture, like there's a million reasons, and I honor you. Truly, there is nothing wrong with your perception. I was there a year and a half ago. I remember it's been a year and a half because I went vegan on April 1st because that's when I saw all the videos and I was like, it's April Fool's Day, this has gotta be a goddamn joke. For whatever reason, that not using animals as food, as fashion, as test products, for whatever reason that would not make sense to you, consider because of what you've been taught. Let that sink in for a second. If you were a baby in a crib and your parents put an apple and your parents put a rabbit, which one are you gonna go for food? I've heard that before and that really stuck with me. It made me think that the only reason I drink cow's milk, the only reason I eat eggs, the only reason I eat all these foods that contain animal products is because my parents taught me that, because they've been told that, because they've been told that, because they've been told that. Yes, there was a large portion of our human evolution that we did rely on meats to grow as a society. That's because we were feeding large amounts of tribes and we needed to survive. It was more animalistic back then. That didn't mean we had to eat meat, but we did choose to evolve that way. That was then, but look where we are now. Are we sniffing each other's butts like lions and eating meat raw? No, we're not. this leads us to now, where we are so evolved as a species, where we have all the resources that we need, and then some, to be able to decide if we need to continue contributing to such a destructive industry, for the health aspect of it, for environment aspect of it, for compassionate aspect for it. We have a moral conduct that we live through as humans, where we can decipher on a scale right and wrong. If you delve into each of these sections, you'll understand and put the pieces together that, okay, this industry just is causing a lot of suffering throughout humanity, and especially the victims. The thing that's beautiful about humans is that we have a moral capacity to be able to make compassionate choices. We do this all day throughout our lives. Think about it. If there's no difference between us, there's no difference at all. There's no difference from these animals I'm wearing to your dog. We're all sentient beings. We are all beings who want to thrive and live on this earth plane and have a chance. But not being vegan doesn't give beings that chance. We are at a point in our lives where we can look at this issue and say, hey, we actually do not need to participate in this, and actually Earth and our bodies would thrive by not doing this. This is perfectly planned for the planet's ascension. So consider that for a second. Our soul's mission is to be here and to learn to be the best version of ourselves. And if we can live our life in such a way where we are literally saying to the sentient creatures, I honor you in your individual life, therefore, I do not need to use you for my own benefit. I'm going to live in choice of compassion for you because I have that much respect for myself, and I recognize that we are one, that there is nothing to divide us. This is a consciousness that's evolving. This is a form of consciousness that not a lot of people are at right now, but is where we are all going to be at eventually. And even thereafter, we're not even gonna need food at some point. We're just gonna completely return to our light bodies. Don't know when that's gonna be, but I'm enjoying my vegan junk food right now, and my vegan...
And my plants and my veggies and my soups and my breads and my everything.
It's only hard if you view it that way. It's only fucking crazy if you see it from the point of view of everything you've been taught before. But I encourage you to do your research on it, to open your eyes to the actual videos that are out there about the industry, and just open your mind, like literally just allow the information in and then make a conscious decision. Because a lot of people, when they see these videos, are going to think about their actions and their choices, which is so much power to you. So much power to you, because we're so heavily conditioned, and companies that are just doing this for mass profit, companies are only mass producing animal products because we as the consumers demand them, and to keep that flow going, obviously they're not going to show you what's happening on the inside of those walls. So skilled advertising and happy milk cartons. But I encourage you to be brave and bold and step out of that. And if you guys ever want to send me a message, I'm so here for you. Because this is the way for ascension of our planet. It's going to save the planet, heal the planet, heal our bodies, and return precious life back to beings. Although I do believe, and I know, that this is the way things are meant to be right now, even though it seems super horrible from one perspective, and it is, this is still just the construct we have on Earth, and karmically aligned that way, so I respect where we are at, but I know that this change is happening. So thank you for taking the time to watch this. Leave comments if you have any comments, anything. I'm always down to exchange information and knowledge, and I'm open. Pray you do the same. That was a B. Okay. Amen. Go ahead and return some self-love to yourself right now. Take a deep breath with me. Feel it in your solar plexus. digest this information, do your research if you feel called, and know that I'm with you. Thank you for what you do. Adios.